yeah, we're gonna get into these album reviews. So right now, the first one I want to get into is LL Cool J. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say, like, man, like LL Cool J is someone. He's old school. He's not my. He's not really, my genre. Like that's more my mama's, style. But I will say, like, straight up, listen to this album. It caught me with surprise, and it kind of made me think, like, yo, even though he ain't my type of guy, he ain't my, my genre. I still give him a little taste. So, we're gonna talk about this album, The Force. So let's check out first song on there of LL Cool J, The Force. Bringing it up here right now for y'all who's listening to audio. The Spirit of Cyrus. I almost called this the the main, CD, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do this. Like I said, I'm new to this podcast game. I'm gonna try to preview some of this stuff. Let's pray. Let's pray that I don't get copyrighted. But this is a new thing we'll try. So I'm gonna listen to a little bit and y'all can, before we flagged or whatever.
You're quick to spill it, justified rape and you're quick to spill it, justified rape and pillage.
Alright, try to get a little bit. So yeah, Spirit of Cyrus. So this is a song featuring no other than the Snoop D-O Double G. When I first heard the song, I didn't know what to expect. Like, it's a lot of conscious bars into it, and just like I didn't expect LL Cool J just to open up on the intro talking about police brutality and these different things of that nature. Just speaking about how how it is being black in America, basically. Just how messed up it is dealing with injustice. So like it just threw me off. I'm not saying it's bad, but I was in there like, what? What? Like the bars was hard. I ain't gonna lie, it was a dope song. It just wasn't something that I was expecting from LL. LL is the person, the licking lips on the baby oil. Yeah, I'm a real baby oil. That's what I think about LL. I didn't think he had it in him. But yo, it's one of the things like, this is a legend. Like what else can you say? It's a legend. Like he been rapping since '80s and stuff, maybe the '70s, man. But for him to have this, have Snoop on the track, it was a really dope track, and it just shows like, yo, that boy can still spit. And since this is the Bring the Ruckus podcast, I do want to, mention the name a little bit, Cyrus. It almost made me think about ODB. I'm the old Cyrus in this. The spirit of Cyrus. Even though I know it's not talking about ODB, we more so Cyrus is, the son. There's different meanings about it. So moving on, we're gonna go to the next song, which is The Force. I hope this don't get flagged again. I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared about that, y'all. I'm scared I'm gonna be recording this whole thing. Then next thing you know, I'm gonna have to edit it and just re-record again. But anyway, here's a preview of The Force.
No one see things. Now she hopping out the Range Rover in PJs, Louis frames. No one see things. Now she no one see things. Now she hopping out the Range. No one see things. Now she hopping out the Range Rover.
Dang, that joke was messed up. Hit pause so many times. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna get flagged for real. But yeah, this song kind of stuck up to me a little bit, but I don't remember it as much. It was just him just really just spitting bars, as a 50-plus-year-old rapper, making his thing. So hey, it was just something dope to listen to. Just LL. So moving on to the next song, Saturday Night Special with Ricky Rose and Joey Crack.
Where I'm charging the tax.
Always keep your word, always pay him back, always keep your word.
Nah, this song was cold to me. I did not expect it like that. Like for one, Fat Joe's verse was dope as hard. Ricky Rose verse was dope as hard, but just the sample as well. I believe that was Nina Simone on there. Like just hearing, I'm a big Nina Simone fan. Just someone who always liked that old school music. And if y'all watch this on YouTube, I kind of wrote a disco. I just made it bigger for you guys can see who LL is, just for you can look at different things. But yo, as I was saying, I'm a big Nina Simone fan. Just that sample was dope. The production was dope. It was just a really dope song. Just having Fat Joe on there, I wasn't expecting that at all. How he was gonna, come out there and like that. But hey, it was nice. So going on to the next song, which is Black Cold Suit.
I'm saying, don't want that AK. commence to spraying. OG mind free, you cannot enslave them. And if the
All right, this song. I remember it a little bit. Like I said, I listened to this earlier this morning. I haven't got a chance to listen to it like a lot. This is pretty much me doing a preview of my first listen. So I can't even say it's like a real preview. But this song was cold too. I thought it was Q-Tip on there, but it's just a nice little smooth thing, nice little LL thing. Like all these songs on here pretty much are just, in other words, put it like it's a dope CD. The whole CD was just, it's hard to be an old school vibe. Like it definitely was hard. Like can't even lie. All right, going to the next song, Passion. They just signed some LL stuff. Like, well, rub myself in baby oil. Yeah.
troll, I'm so cold. Whether Fahrenheit or Celsius, these niggas know. Below zero, Farmers Boulevard, super.
Why you got to cuss on there, man? I got to edit this and say it's cussing on it. Can't be doing the LL. Like, come on. It's the E for explicit too, but hey, it is what it is. These little kids be cussing online all the time. But yo, this song kind of stuck up to me a little bit, but it wasn't as much. Like this whole album, just listen to it. It just made me think how dope it is just to have hip hop. And I kind of want to think. I feel like, and we're gonna talk about this later on because this guy's featuring on there. My favorite rapper, Nas. I feel like Nas really resurrected for all the old school hip hops, to have hip hop legends to make CDs again. We got LL coming up with stuff. We got Eminem, which we're gonna talk about later on, coming up with a CD. It's just showing that hip hop is back. Still in there. Everybody's not out here just shooting bang bang and just making this same type of music. We still got these legends out here producing at a high rate. Like these young boys make their pen together. Next song, Procalifis. I don't know how to pronounce that. Y'all know I can't read, can't spell. Procalifis. Anyway, we got this song with Saudi on there. On previous room.
Nigga try to look up at the sky.
So what you gonna do it? My face is more stuck over.
This song was cold in there to me, and it showed like that old school, new school vibe. And Saudi did her thing on there, or Saudis did her thing on there for real, because I wasn't expecting her like that. She actually, held her own against a legend, brought her little sexy vibes as a woman. It's straight LL. This is the type of stuff that you expect with LL, just him, pretty world, cute stuff, take off his shirt, flex his muscle, like, LL been doing this song since the 80s, so it was a dope song. It definitely a LL Cool J song, but it wasn't even a bad thing. It was something that you can like vibe to, can ride to. I can't say it's a club song, but it sounds like one of the songs you just want to dance to. Moving on, track number 7, Post Moderate.
Is it the currency that make the ladies swarm? I'm just a little scrap, I did it with my charm.
Now this song is one of those songs that kind of like, it just sound old school from the way he was rapping on there, But it was still, like I said, it was no bad songs on this CD to me, especially because it's LL. Like, well, we wasn't really expecting it. Even he came out with a bunch of like whack stuff. We wouldn't be like, oh, this is whack, because it's old school stuff, man. This is something that we should appreciate no matter what. I'm not saying that, he can put out some Bobo, or anybody can put out some Bobo, but this was actually a nice CD. Like, it really was no bad songs on here for real. So next, we're talking about 30 December's. Song is basically just talking about him being older and junk, but let's check it out.
About 30 Decembers, and these kids don't even know who I am. You don't know you in the presence of a real made man.
Y'all hear right there. Y'all know who I am in the presence of a real made man. Just speaking about how much of a legend he is, man. Like LL, I'm gonna keep saying it. He's that dude. Like, it's not too much rappers he having influence. Running back, next track number 9.
Straight into the Hall of Fame. You niggas need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benz.
This track it stuck out a little bit, but not as much because I was kind of just vibing. I was listening to this stuff at work, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about the next song more in depth because I just feel like this is one of them songs that's gonna be slept on. It's called Huey in the Chair, and I'm gonna play a little bit before I start, really talking about. But here it is, Huey in the Chair.
The culture, so he is African sculpture, carved by the gods and clapping at all these vultures. I make rain, hail, snow, and earthquake. So
all right, man, I'm scared about getting copyrighted, but yeah, Huey in the Chair featuring Busta Rhymes. This song is stuck out to me just because the name alone. We talk about Huey P. Newton and the chair, and it made me just think about back when Black Panther, y'all. I'm old enough to remember when Black Panther came out with Chadwick Boseman, and they had like the picture of Chadwick in the chair sitting, and all these racist people just got mad about it, like, what is this guy? This is racist because they got the Black Panther and they sit in there like, what? Why can't we have a White Panther? Why can't we have a White Panther? Like, this is racist. Like, it's funny that people say that stuff, but this is again some conscious bars and stuff. You got to be aware, and it's really dope because LL's get on that 5% of stuff. All the New York cats, especially back then, was on that 5% of stuff, just black consciousness, and it's like he got nothing to lose, so he can rap the way he want to rap. Like, always gotta do the baby oil dripping on my back, on the sweating on your jet. Gotta do that. He's showing, more stuff you want to speak about. And it's dope hearing, someone speak with this consciousness at this age, because it just showed a level of hip hop that we should keep raising to and just, evolving to. We look at some of these new school rappers nowadays love and talk about, drugs, being high all the time. But this is what happens when you get older. Sadly, you don't die, and you start getting, deeper consciousness, deeper, topics to talk about. You grow with your music, and you talk about more things that's on your mind. And obviously, some of this black consciousness and some of the stuff that we've been seeing in these last past years, really a lot of years, but really George Floyd make a lot of people wake up to some stuff they've been going on. So, probably some stuff happened with that. I don't know LL personally. He probably someone he know probably got killed by the cops. You never know what really inspired him to make this city like this. I'm not gonna say it's a straight consciousness, but he got a lot of bars in there. All right, next we're gonna talk about Basquiat. Basquiat Energy, track number 11.
We from the bottom, baby. Now we up on Mount Olympus. Keep it in the air. Keep it in the air.
And this song was dope for me too, because I thought about Basquiat. If y'all know Basquiat, he's a late artist, like a painter. And he passed away. I'm not sure exactly how he passed away, but he made some dope art. It's the one that what's his name? 50 Cent said Jay-Z's trying to look like. So this next song I want to talk about, Praise Him. It's like a little Rastafari. Got a little mix of it. It does got a little reggae tone to it, featuring Nas. And this whole CD, I listened to this, I was like, man, this CD needs some Nas on it. Like, it needs some Nas, some Jay-Z. And I was thinking, like, man, is LL from Queens? I couldn't remember it. And I was like, I could have sworn he's from Queens, man. He got to have Nas on there, especially the way Nas is spitting now. So he got on the track, and, him and Nas spit it. So we're going to listen to this for a little bit. This is Praise Him.
Peace to all, peace to y'all, peace to all, peace to y'all.
They will play these Nas verse, man. Nas killed that verse. I ain't gonna lie. He came to peace to y'all, peace to y'all. Yeah, Nas killed it. There's much I'm gonna say about Nas. That's Nas only celebrity I'm gonna really like. I hate to say this. I'll be riding for it too much. Y'all can say, yeah, you right or Nas. I'll say, you know what, I do. But yeah, he killed that verse for real. He came in there, just spit hard, gave homage to LL, did that Nas stuff, showed that stuff, that Queens and Queens connection. Going next. And I should do this song last for it be a nice transition, but Murdergram, Dux, I believe that's part 2. For my French is good and better. I ain't that good at French anymore, but come over. Well, I was about to speak Portuguese, Lord Jesus. I can't even think of no French right now, but yeah. Bonjour, je m'appelle Devon. Yeah, I took a little French class, but yeah. Next song, Murdergram, Dux featuring Eminem.
Unapologetic, and we're gonna cause a headache. Me and Ella about to set it. We about to.
There's not much I can say about this song. Like, you got LL Cool J and Eminem on the song. I'm pretty sure this is a song that made people want to check out his album and check out both of their albums on some real. Like, Eminem is rapping the way we want him to rap, and it's kind of wish I would kind of say this to the last part, but it's not the last song. But you know what I mean. But it's what we need right now. This is 2 hip hop legends on the track, just murder. Same to the last song with Nas murdering on the track, and it's like, whoa, they get it. As soon as I looked at the video and I seen it was on there, it said bad. I was like, yo, it's got to be a song with Eminem. Eminem came there spitting like he's spitting. LL came spitting. The production was dope. Everything about this song is dope. So last song, but not least, track number 14, The Void featuring Mad Squabbers and JSAND Sand and Don Pabello.
Jack the Rip and ignited his gifts. To the parents, he's a legend. To the children, a myth. Here's some first-hand experience.
Now, this song was dope too. Like all the tracks, it's just showing you, how much of a legend LL is. But yeah, I'm gonna just give my whole overview about the CD. If y'all didn't know already, I just think this CD was mad dope for what it is. Old school vibe, something that we really don't, expect much of. We didn't get nothing of an LL CD in like how long was his last CD come out? His last CD probably didn't come out like 10 years ago from now, like maybe even longer than that, 20 years. So it's just dope getting a legend put out this type of, music again. This is someone who coined himself something that everyone say nowadays, the GOAT, GOAT. Did I spell that wrong? Y'all didn't catch that. GOAT. I said GOOT. Well, anyway, y'all know everyone called itself GOAT now, which is why, basketball and all. That's why I brought this podcast. You can see how the hip hop and the basketball just bring this up together. People call themselves who's the GOAT, with MJ, LeBron, all that stuff. You got to think people like LL Cool J because they coined that term. In the 80s, nobody was calling themselves the GOAT before that. You got a CD, greatest of all time. Todd Johnson or Todd Smith, LL Cool J's real name, showing that he's that man, he's the GOAT, one of the best rappers we ever have. So overall, I'll say this album, I'll say out of a 5, I'll give it to like a 4 out of 5. It's something we wasn't expecting. No one was expecting LL Cool J to come out with a hard track like this, a hard album like this, especially something that we can all listen to. Like, if you don't listen to stuff that's not loud and just stuff that's more old school vibe, it's not for you. People who just want to hear stuff like, no disrespect, I like them, but if you just want to hear stuff like Travis Scott or the little baby type of stuff, you probably not gonna like this album because it still got that old school vibe to it, but it's still like the modern old school vibe. It's not that he just completely lose his style into the new style of rap. It sounds like a older person rapping. Don't get me wrong, but it don't sound too old. Like it is not sitting there like my name's LL when you rock the bell. It don't sound like none of that. It still sound like sound like hip hop. In other words, put it, it's a real hip hop album, and it's something I really appreciate. Just get on the ride, listen to a legend still spit, still aspire, and just make music like this. And speaking of aspire, just listen to this whole CD. It made me just think about more of myself and how I can do more. Like this is really why we need these legends. Andre 3000. Oh, excuse me. Got something in my throat. Yeah, well, we need these legends, Andre 3000, to make these albums because it just shows that you can still do more. You don't gotta necessarily even talk about nothing that you want to, but it just, nothing really a substance to say, but it still just come up these bars. It shows younger folks, me as well, even though I'm not a rapper, inspires to do more. Like seeing someone like LL work on his craft, work on his art, still at 50 plus years old, and still being a man, like straight up flexing in shape, made me think about health wise. I can still get my butt in shape. I ain't out of shape like that, but I can still get my butt in the gym, work out, and get cut up as well. It's just, it's very inspiring album. Really shows you can really do anything, put your mind to it, and just keep working out your craft. Like right now, said this podcast, it's gonna be number one. Just keep on with y'all helping me growing. It's gonna be one of the best podcasts out there, especially sports and with music. So, yo, it was inspiring. So, right now, y'all, that's my vertical LL Cool J CD.